Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to continue on our this week's topic, which is on order of operation, and this time it includes all of the operation, that is multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, and also the use of brackets. So let's start. Our learning objective for today is we are going to apply BODMAS to carry out order of operation. I hope all of you know what BODMAS stands for. Our S2S for today is the first one is we are going to first highlight the operations, and then we're going to write our BODMAS. We're going to keep on practicing writing down the BODMAS order. And then step 3, start from the left. Step 4, list the order, follow BODMAS. And our last step for today is carry out the calculation. Example 1, 40 minus 4 times 3. So first thing first, step 1, highlight the operation. So I'm just going to highlight it in red, or I think it's easier if I just underline it. So we have minus and we have times. So that is step 1 done. Step 2, write BODMAS. Please, it helps if you practice to write BODMAS every time, just next to your question box. So BODMAS, BO, and then we have D and we have M. They're on the same level. We have A and S. So B stands for bracket, O is order, D is division, M is multiplication, A is addition, and S is subtraction. You can also draw like shapes or boxes around them. So that is step 2, write BODMAS. Step 3 starts from the left. So always starts from the left. Just draw an arrow from the left over there. So that is step 3. Step 4, list the order, follow BODMAS. So I'm just going to write down our order on this side. Now, so we have minus and we have times. Times is on top of minus. So we have to do times first, then minus. So our order is the first thing we need to do is times, because, let me repeat that, times is above minus. So kali di atas daripada tolak. So we have to do kali dulu, baru tolak. Okay, and we have to start from the left. What I meant by start from the left is you read the operation from the left, but you times first, then you minus, because we are following the BODMAS order. So after you times, then you minus. So that is step 4. Now this is where the use of a bracket helps. Because you want to do times first, we will add on brackets on here. So you know that you need to do the bracket first because B is on top. So everything that is on top, you have to do that first. So B comes first. You have just added the bracket here because you need to do multiplication first. Okay? So we're going to do bracket first. Let me just erase that here. Rewrite that here. Bracket times. And then we're going to do minus. So from the left, you just bring down 40. Just bring down 40 because we're going to deal with that later. Minus, what is 4 times 3? 4 times 3 is 12. So you have done the times. You have done the multiplication. Now it's time for you to minus. So 40 minus 12 is, if you can't do this mentally, it's okay. You can always do a side calculation or side working over here. So that becomes 10, that becomes 3, 10 minus 2 is 8, 3 minus 1 is 2. So the answer is 28. Now, this is a very simple question on order of operation. There will be times where there are more than two operations. This is where the use of brackets help, and this is where the use or the application of BODMAS helps. So please practice writing down BODMAS in your book. Every time you answer one question, just write down the BODMAS. It doesn't hurt. Okay? Next. Example 2, 69 minus 4 minus 9 times 4. Step 1. Highlight the operations. So we have minus, and we have times. So we have we have two operations, minus and times, but there are three calculations which you need to carry out later on. So that is step 1. Step 2, write BODMAS. B, O, D, and M, A, and S. Okay, so B is bracket, O is order, you don't need to worry about that. D is division, M is multiplication, A is addition, and S is subtraction. So that is step 2. Step 3, start from the left. So start from the left, just write down the arrow from the left. Step 4, list the order or follow BODMAS. So order. Now, what other operation can you see here? We have minus, minus, and times. So times, again, time is above minus. So you need to do times first. When you need to do times first, you need to put bracket around the times so you know that you are going to do times first. So first thing first, what we're going to do is times. And then from the left here, you can do this one, the first minus here. Minus. And then the third one is again the minus in the middle. So that is step 4. Step 5, carry out the calculation. Okay, one by one. Whatever you do first, you need to do the ones in the bracket or the ones on top first. So these numbers, they just go down. 69 minus 4 minus, what is 9 times 4? 9 times 4 is 36. So we have done the first order. The second order is 69 minus 4. What is 69 minus 4? 69 minus 4 is 65. So that is the second order. Now, how about the third order? You just bring this down. So minus 36. If you can't do this in your head, you can always do a side working. 65 minus 36. So that becomes 15, and this becomes 5. So 15 minus 6, that is 9. 5 minus 3 is 2. So the answer is 29, and you have done the third order. Example 3, 20 minus 6 times 3 plus 22. Step 1, highlight the operation. So we have minus, we have times, and we have plus. So step 1 is done. Step 2, write BODMAS. So we have B on top, O, D and M same level, A and S same level. Again, B means bracket, O is order, D is division, M is multiplication, A is plus, and S is minus. So that is step 2. Step 3, start from the left. You just write the arrow on the left. Step 4, list the order. So you write down the order. You can do this in your book on the side of your working. So we have minus, times, and plus. We have minus. Let me just write it down. Minus, times, and plus. So let's see what's on top. let's refer to our BODMAS. What is on top? Is it minus, times, or plus? We have times first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do times. The next thing we're going to do, this is where you start from the left is important. Okay? Look at your arrow. Our arrow starts from the left. It says 20 minus 6. So minus occurs first, then plus. When you look at your BODMAS, plus and minus, they are on the same level, meaning that not addition is on top, not minus is on top. They're both on the same level here. They're both on the same level, meaning whoever comes first here, whoever comes first is the first one you do. All right? You don't do addition first on this case because addition comes in later. That is why you need to start from the left. You need to start from the left. So when you start from the left, you are reading it as 20 minus 6. So between minus and plus, you need to do minus first because minus comes first, then plus. So you're going to do minus first. And then the last one, you will do plus. This is where starting from the left is important. It's not just you writing down an arrow over there. It is there for it is written there to remind you that you need to read the numbers from the left. So whichever comes first between addition and subtraction, that's the one that you do first. Okay, so we're gonna carry on with the calculation. First thing first, just writing down brackets, so you know that you're gonna do multiplication first. So this one, you just bring it down, 20 minus, what is 6 times 3? 6 times 3 is 18 plus 22. So just bringing the numbers and the operation down. So that is step 1. Step 2, that is the first order. The second order, you need to minus. So 20 minus 18. 20 minus 18 gives us 2. And then you just bring the plus 22 down. So that is the second order. The third order is plus. So 2 plus 22 gives us 24. Example 4, 64 divided by 8 times 5. So first thing first, you need to highlight the operation. We have division and we have multiplication. That is step 1. Step 2, write BODMAS. We have B on top, O, D, and M on the same level, A and S. B is bracket, D is division, M is multiplication, A is addition, and S is subtraction. So that is your BODMAS. Step 2, step 3, start from the left. So you're just gonna write down the arrow from the left, which is very important. So that is step 3. Step 4, list out the order, follow BODMAS. So order. So we have division and we have multiplication. Now let's look at our BODMAS. Our BODMAS here says that division and multiplication, they're both on the same level. Nobody is on top of one another. So which one do you do first, division or multiplication? You start from the left. Whichever comes first, then that's the one that you need to do first. So from the left, 64 divided by 8. So division comes first, so that's the first thing that you need to do. Then followed by multiplication. So whichever operation that you need to do first, it always helps if you write bracket around them. So that is step 4. Step 5, carry out the calculation. So what is 64 divided by 8? You can refer to your timetable chart, but if you know, then it's good, it's better. So 64 divided by 8 is 8. Then just bring this 2 down. So that is order number 1. The next thing you need to do is you need to times. So 8 times 5 gives us 40. So you have done the first and the second order from the list. Let's just quickly recap our learning objective and S2S for today. Today we are applying BODMAS to carry out order of operations. Our steps are, the first one is we need to highlight the operation. You can use your highlighter, I really don't mind. Step 2, write BODMAS. Always practice writing BODMAS for each of the question you will do later on. Step 3, start from the left, write down the arrow from the left. This will remind you to read from the left, whichever operation comes first in case they are on the same level of BODMAS. Step 4, list out the order, follow BODMAS, and step 5, carry out the calculations. Today's exercise is in your mathematics orange book. It's on page 21. Please do full working. You can do it in either using pen or pencils. I really don't mind. You can refer to your timetable chart. Please follow the S2S. It helps if you write down the S2S on the page so you know what to do. If you have any questions, or if you have any problems, you can always contact me privately on my WhatsApp. That's all for today. Good luck, everyone. Bye.